What's going on, people? Welcome to United Stand. Welcome to the road trip, man. And there's not a lot of joy, there's not a lot of fun to be had right now. We're going to jump straight into this because this is serious. Like, today is a massive game. We're on our way to Norwich, and it's embarrassing in itself with the magnitude of this game, to be honest with you, because yeah, all right, if we lose, it doesn't mean we're directly in the bottom three, but I tell you what, lose today and there is serious panic, and you can argue that it shouldn't change after one game, and you can argue that, you know, it doesn't mean Solskjaer will get sacked and stuff like that, and you can argue that it's still a process and all of that jazz. But if we're sort of, what are we, 15th now, 15th, 16th, after 10 games, 11 games, some serious questions need to be asked, man. And this is an absolute must-win game. We can't draw today, man. We cannot draw. And obviously losing is out of the question as well. You would want it to be out of the question. So we need to win this game today. How do we do it? I mean, look, Norwich are what, 19th? Are they at the bottom of the table?
Yeah.
19th. For how the most attractive football they play, they're down there anyway. They're right down there.
19th.
You know, the fact we're even concerning ourselves with where they actually are just stinks of shit, to be honest with you, the fact that we're even considering it. But the fact is that they're down there, and they play attractive football and a front foot football, but they're down there for a reason. But so are we. Everyone's saying about this 3-5-2 and they want to see it and stuff like that, and it is all about how you implement it. But I think for this game, sitting back like that against these guys is not going to work. Like, yes, we want them to come at us. Ollie's saying that he wants them to come at us. But I think we need our quickest, most dangerous players on the pitch. He's already spoken about the importance of Martial returning back to the squad. So for me, he starts straight away. Rashford, we can't really afford for him to be on the bench as well. So he starts. And Daniel James, for me, we can't afford for him not to be playing. Like, we need to go for the throats of Leicester. So to be fair, he'd probably go back to the 4-3-3 or 4-2-1-3, whatever you want to call it. And I don't really mind that. I think we've got to get at Norwich, yeah. And even if he does go over 4-3-3, we can still kind of use that to our strength in terms of we know that they're gonna kind of be excited and come out at us, and they won't fear us. Which, when teams come out at us, that's when we probably are at our best. If Norwich do just sit there, like if Norwich do a Newcastle to us, they'll probably get something out of the game, to be honest. But I don't think they play like that, and I hope that they don't alter their playing style for this game. Solskjaer in his press conference basically tried to, you know, hint at that he's seen what their philosophy is, he's seen how they try and play, so that, you know, hopefully they basically play like that again, which would actually help us. But I got a feeling we'll edge it today. I don't know. I just feel like Norwich, it would suit us if they come onto us, which I think they will. Yes, we'll have to ride the storm and stuff like that, but I think we'll sneak it. It's not going to be pretty, it's not going to be nice, but today is one of them games where the performance really does not matter at all. It doesn't. We just have to get the 3 points. And at the end of it, there's not really too much positives to take from it, apart from the 3 points, apart from maybe no one got injured or Martial was on the score sheet. You take little bits and pieces from that. So, you know, for me, Martial has to start. I would start Brandon Williams. I would. I think the games he's being asked to play in are not easy games, you know. Away to AZ Alkmaar, tough place to go, midweek Europa League, hostile atmosphere, even though it wasn't AZ Alkmaar Stadium. Away to in Serbia against Partizan, hostile atmosphere again, very difficult place to go to. We get the penalty because of him. I think if you can put in those type of performances in that hostile environment, why can't you do it at Carrow Road? Why can't you do it at Old Trafford in games? And Solskjaer spoke about obviously trusting these players. And I'm not saying that the youth are amazing and the youth are going to be the complete future of the club, but if he is saying he's going to trust in them, then trust in him. Let's see it. So for me, I would go with Brandon Williams, and then obviously I would go with Maguire in there. And it'd be interesting if Tuanzebe's back, because I'd go with Tuanzebe and Maguire, and obviously Wan-Bissaka at right back. Midfield three, I'd keep McTominay and Fred in there, and that's where it becomes interesting with that person who's going to play behind the front three. I think he'll probably go with Lingard for this game, but I would go with Pereira. And then the front three, like I just said, I think they all need to be on the pitch. I think Daniel James needs to be on the left or the right. Martial out front, and then Rashford on the other wing. For me, like he could play. He hinted about Daniel James maybe playing in that 10 behind the 2 strikers, but I don't think that's his best position. I mean, that would look like a bit too much of a shoehorn for me, of trying to just squeeze everyone in. So I think if he sticks with the 3-5-2, either Rashford or Daniel James has to drop to the bench, and I think we need them all on the pitch. I really do. And then if it's not going quite right, you bring on a Mason. I want to see them all start from the jump. Like, I think it sets us up a bit too negatively with the 3-5-2 because it worked for the first part of the Liverpool game, but then we were shit. You could argue that it kind of worked because we got a good result in Belgrade, but did it really? I mean, we were dreadful. Let's face it. They had the better chances. They had more chances, apart from Lingard hitting the post and obviously the pen. We didn't have anything. Scott McTominay maybe should have scored, but they had all the pressure. They created more chances. So really, better not go down. It's not actually working as good as we think it is. So yeah, I would like to see us go for the throat of Norwich. It's going to be a very, very different game. We can't just sit back like we did against Liverpool, try and keep it tight. That's just setting us up completely in the wrong way. Miles, it is such a big game. Losing is out of the context. A draw, it does nothing for us. What are you saying, man?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a big game because we made it a big game. Do you know what I'm saying? It really shouldn't be as big as it is. I think the only comfort I can personally take from it is that if we get a win, then we can kind of climb up the table a little bit, even with one win. Like, we're only 5 points off of Arsenal kind of thing. I think they're sitting in 5th place and whatnot. If Tottenham lose, then there is room to climb. So that's the only thing I can take from this, man. Like, we went to Serbia and got the 1-0. Didn't have a shot on target from what I saw, apart from the penalty. So I mean, at this stage we're kind of looking for something to show us that, okay, this team are moving forward, and Ollie seems to be happy that Martial is back and seems to be optimistic and whatever, but I'm not, because there's nothing in that team still that has shown me that, okay, yeah, we're moving in the right direction, blah blah blah. We're playing the youth and whatever, but they still obviously got to take time to bed in and all this stuff. And if our senior players can't even step up and have a shot on target, do you know what I'm saying? Like, have a shot on target, get more than one goal in a game, kind of thing. We kind of can defend a bit and not let a lot of goals in, but we need to really sort out our attack and our finishing and whatever. But in terms of this game, though, I do think we'll edge it, like you said earlier. But damn, like, this is awful.
It is bad.
This is awful. 15th. I never. Like, okay, you can be 15th like a few games in the season, but we're a good quarter through the season. If you have another bad quarter of a season, then you're really looking at finishing mid-table. Do you see what I'm saying? Not that I think we're going to finish any higher than that anyway, but man, yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
It is absolutely must win, and the Martial effect is, you're kind of right in terms of, it's great to have him back because obviously we're going to be a better front line with him in it.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't get any chances, or the supply to him's dead, then he's null and void, innit? So look, the bottom line is, though, like you said, I think obviously Tottenham are playing Liverpool. You would probably think they would lose. Not that we even have the right to be looking that high up, but people are going to be dropping points, and we just got to start putting a run together. Like, it has to. I don't really care about the performance. I'll be deadly honest with you. Like, today we must win this football match. Like, no jokes. Like, it's not even banter anymore. Like, forget all that. We have to fucking win this game. If we don't, man, not that. And I don't. Do you know what? Even if we don't, I don't even think the pressure's going to be that big on Ollie. The club are not going to sack Solskjaer anytime soon. It's kind of like he's got free reign to keep fucking it up and get the backing. So, we'll see. I want him to turn it round. Hopefully he can turn it round. And today is a good day to do that. Even though the performance was shit against Partizan, it was our first away win since March in PSG. That feels like an eternity ago. That's in all competitions. That is crazy. And because the performance was so shit, it didn't even feel that good. But so maybe the players can take some confidence from that. And you know what? If we do get a win today, I would think that would probably raise their spirits slightly, because it'll be 2 wins on the bounce, especially 2 away wins, and then going into the Bournemouth game, who they didn't play particularly well against Watford yesterday. You know, then we might be able to build something if we get 2 wins out the next 2.
I'd seriously love to be a fly on the wall in that changing room after all of these games. Like, I just don't know what is going through their heads, what they're feeling, what Ollie's thinking and feeling, what Ollie's even saying to the players. Like, we're in such a perilous situation. I just wonder what's being said. I really wonder whether, you know, what people were saying earlier on in the season about his coaching style, whether he's too timid or whatever. I wonder whether that's true. I wonder whether he goes in after these games and really tells them what is going on, and, you know, that they need to step up and the team they're playing for and all that kind of stuff. Because I don't know whether they know. Like, all of this, I'm showing, you know, the players are showing effort, blah blah blah. So I'm really happy with my players. That's not enough. Like, we need to see, you know, Martial's talent, Rashford's talent really come through. So, I mean, there's just so many factors, man. I just don't know.
Everyone's guess is as good as anyone's on now of what's said in that dressing room. And half-time will be important today. Hopefully we won't be losing by half-time, but especially if we're winning, because we've seen at half-time, we just drop off. We just drop off from teams. So, look, drop your views in the comments in the boxes below. Let us know what your predicted lineup is going to be, what you want to see, formation, and score prediction, man. Miles, give me a score prediction before we go.
Because I said we'd edge it, I'll say 1-0, but we're not scoring more than 1 goal, to be honest.
Yeah. I think it's going to be ugly. Mark went over 2-1, I think, or thought we'd score more than 1 goal. I still don't think we'll score more than 1 goal. I know that Martial's back, but I don't know. I hope I'm wrong, but I can't see us just returning to instant form and creating loads of chances. So, dirty, horrible 1-0 I'll try and go with, but who knows? Who knows? Guys, see you after the fan cams, and hope to God we win this game. I really do. Peace. Big thank you to you guys for watching the latest of our videos. And if you want to check out more, make sure you do that just to the right of me. We are the biggest and best Manchester United channel in the world. Make sure you check us out on all of the socials as well. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. The socials are along the bottom. Peace.